Oh, I want baby girl.
Don't baby girl me. How many of your groupies you call baby girl? Is Tisha a baby girl? Is Amanda a baby girl too? And who the hell is Bonquisha? Is that even a name?
Man, I can't
What is going on, y'all? Welcome to Strangesville, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Yes. We're going to get into this video real quick with mental illness. Y'all know I got to bring these videos back with mental illness. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? You know, that's just the whole goal. So shout out to Mental Illness. Make sure y'all check him out on YouTube. He does have a YouTube channel, so y'all check him out. His channel is called Mental Illness, all right? He is a diagnosed narcissist himself, so he's going to give you guys a little bit of examples, okay? Listen, we're bringing these videos back, okay? So if you do want to tune into the video, make sure that you check him out. I will also post the video on my community wall as well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get into this video real quick, and I'm also going to talk through it. I'm going to drop my little, y'all know how I do. I'm going to drop my little 1-2s in between, give my little thoughts, and if it hits home to me, then that's just what I'm going to do. I am going to spread the awareness, okay, ladies and gentlemen? I am going to put up my copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1978. Allowances made for fair use for purpose, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research for fair use. So, okay, so this video is nothing but for educational purposes, okay? At the end of the day, my whole goal is to bring awareness, and we are bringing it back, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Yeah, so let's get into this real quick. This video was called Stop Explaining Yourself to a Narcissist. So I'm gonna let him get into it. I'm gonna jump in and then we're gonna get into this real quick. So let's go.
Stop explaining yourself to a narcissist. You have to stop it. You need to cut it out. Explaining yourself to a narcissist is pointless. That's what we're talking about today, y'all. This topic has come across my mind, my timeline, everywhere. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammond. I'm a diagnosed narcissist myself. Here to give you the inside look at the mind of a narcissist. And y'all, I wore red today. What if y'all see me with a red shirt on in the video? This is the only red shirt I own. It's a cancer shirt. It says cancer, astrology. My man Chester Gregory. Check him out, chestergregory.com, I think is his website. But y'all, stop. Red means stop. You have to stop explaining yourself to a narcissist. And here's why. Narcissistic people.
Listen, absolutely. Please don't explain yourself to a narcissist. There's no need to be sitting here explaining yourself to any narcissist because it's like a revolving door. You're not gonna get through to them. You're not gonna get through to them. Okay.
People don't care. I'm not saying that they don't care about you, but narcissistic people don't care generally. Right? They generally do not care about what you're going through, what you're experiencing, how it's happening, or what the world is going on. Like when you sit here and try to explain yourself to a narcissistic person, they typically already know the answer. They know they've done wrong. They know that they are guilty of something, but
now y'all hear that? I keep telling y'all, they know how they operate and out here in these streets. They just don't care, ladies and gentlemen. This is why, as a survivor, I bring awareness and I bring these videos, and I had to bring it back with mental illness again. Okay, so round of applause for that. Yes, absolutely. So let's get back into it. All of this is educational. Listen, take these red flags. He's a narcissist himself. He went and he sat down and he got therapy. And the crazy thing about it, what I can respect is that He's being able to come out and bring awareness about it and educate everyone else on it. Okay. And shout out to him. And also shout out to Dr. Ramani. She's also a licensed therapist that talks about narcissistic personality disorder and narcissism as well, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna get back into it.
They let you explain yourself, because it's, if you're explaining yourself to me, what it means to me is that you still care about me and that I'm going to win this argument or whatever.
Absolutely. Don't care. Don't absolutely care at all what they got going on. Do not care, okay, ladies and gentlemen? Because at the end of the day, by you sitting there doing all that boo-hooing and crying and all of that, them narcissists don't care at all, okay?
And I know that sounds stupid, but when you're explaining yourself to me, I think that I still have a chance to get you, no matter what I've done wrong, no matter what I've done wrong to you, about how you feel about the situation. The fact that you're explaining yourself to me is
Absolutely.
enough to let me know that I still stand a chance in your heart, that I still stand a chance.
So, ladies and gentlemen, don't over-explain yourself. Don't over-explain yourself to these narcissistic men and women out here in these streets, because this is what they look for. Okay?
It's in your mind. If the fact that you're right here in front of me, or you're texting me, or we're FaceTime, or whatever the case may be, the fact that you're communicating with me at all lets me know that I still stand a chance.
Absolutely.
I just have to play my cards right. But whatever, and it doesn't matter what I've done wrong. It does not matter. Well, that sounds insidious. Yeah, because it can be.
And speaking for example, he's talking exactly about my narcissistic ex. You get what I'm saying? Every time something hit the fan, he always thought that he could come back, come back, come back. And you know what? That's when you keep going around that bush and you keep allowing it, to come back and come back, because it's whatever that they're feeding you. This is why I'm saying, when you're done, you're done. And if that's not the relationship that you were looking for, and that person is not trying to change, what is the point? You're dealing with some type of narcissist, okay? And it's not to just walk around labeling everybody a narcissist, but if you're dealing with something like this, 9 times out of 10, they're a narcissist, okay?
It can absolutely be insidious. I turned the light up in here. It got a little dark in here. The sun that went down. I live in Durham, y'all, in North Carolina, and the sun has been flooding, and the sun went down. I turned my light down. Now y'all hear my cat. No, my cat is a narcissist. He only cares.
Make sure y'all go and go to Mental Illness YouTube page. Go watch it. Check him out. Okay, he definitely spreads a lot of awareness. He has a lot of things going for himself about this. So check him out. Listen, all right. I share him on Facebook. I share it everywhere. Check his videos out, ladies and gentlemen.
Only cares about himself. I'm working right now, Cat. You see me working? I'm trying to work right now, because if I don't work, then you can't get your food bowl full. Oh, you don't care? You see how the cat doesn't care? He's a narcissist. I explained myself to him about what I was doing, and you see that it does not matter to him. He wants his needs met. He knows that I'm talking to him, and so he knows he's going to get what he wants. I know this is an obscure example, but that's how it goes in the mind of a lot of narcissistic people. As long as I'm getting my needs met, I don't care what you want. And I know that's
and that's how they operate out here. Ladies and gentlemen, as a survivor, as an advocate, this is what they do. And I'm going to use myself for example, like my narcissistic ex. He has multiple supplies in the cut. He uses every last one of them. Like I told you, when he lost his job, he started having multiple supplies in the cut everywhere. I mean, he probably had them supplies before he met me. Only Lord knows. You understand? So they show you this thing. You understand? Of course he done asked to marry me. Of course I done had the ring. Of course. When the narcissist was doing all his dirt, the narcissist was doing his dirt, whether I was at the workplace or I came home, or he was doing it in the cut, okay? And like I keep telling y'all, when the narcissist had that warrant, the narcissist always came up with a story about how he was going to clear that warrant. And every time the narcissist done left, the narcissist then came back with the same warrant with a story to tell. But then you start seeing things down the road. They start telling on themselves. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I use myself and my stories. Okay. Now, domestic violence people, they can act like this too, but it's in and out. Narcissists can do domestical things. You understand? But in a straight domestic violence relationship, they don't act like this. It gets a little differently than this. It gets real violent. It gets different. Like these narcissists is real wicked. And it's the same to me. Like I just think they both demons, domestical people and narcissistic people at the end of the day.
Sucks, and I know that sounds bad, and it makes narcissists sound like assholes, but a lot of narcissists are assholes, y'all. Let's just keep that up. I'll just keep it hot and ready like a little Caesar's pizza. So the more you tend to explain yourself or try to explain yourself to this person, the worse it typically gets, right? The worse that they're going to treat you and whatnot. Because like when you're explaining yourself to me, did I hurt your feelings or that whatever has happened and how this affects you? I take it, that narcissist takes it as a personal attack against them. So the more you're explaining yourself to me, it not only does it mean I think you're still interested, it also means that I think you're attacking me. So I'm going to get angrier.
Absolutely. And that's what my narcissistic ex used to do. I used to tell him about himself. I used to tell him about things, and then he used to get angry. And then I used to be like, you know what? I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop. I'm going to sit back and just listen because you tell on yourself anyway. So I'm just going to listen. You're not listening to me. I guess you're listening to all the supplies in the cut. Like, I don't know. Just like last year for Valentine's Day, this was 2025. I don't know. He must have got into a big altercation somewhere. I don't know, but came in the house, and this was around the time I know for a fact because that's when I got the ring. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you got your head situation. I don't know. You got into some altercation out there in the streets. And then you disappear. Like it's just a lot of things that I'm not saying, and it's a lot of things that I just keep away. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, the whole thing about it is they have multiple supplies. If you open your eyes and pay attention, you will see it all playing in your face. This is how these narcissists operate out here in these streets. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, whether they're a male or a female, and them females are worse because they have hormones. They are very worse. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay focused, especially in Binghamton. I keep telling you, I'm on my heels. This is not about to get after somebody or who's better than who and what's better than what. This is all about bringing the awareness, and as a community, we all coming together, recognizing what narcissistic abuse relationships are and what domestic violence relationships are and what a healthy relationship is. Not every healthy relationship is going to be peachy and cream. No, but you're not going to experience domestic violence, and you're not going to experience narcissistic abuse. Like, that's not what you're not going to experience, or cheating, or like any of that crazy stuff. Okay. All right. So this is why I'm here as a survivor and an advocate, bringing this awareness.
I'm going to get angry. Imagine you. So this is going to be an obscure example right here, y'all. But imagine I cheat on you.
Listen to this, y'all.
I cheat on you. I get another woman pregnant. You're explaining how that hurt your feelings and how this is going to affect us and how this is going to take money from our household and going elsewhere because I couldn't control myself and I'm a cheater, right? You're explaining that to me. All I hear you saying is I'm a cheater and I can't take care. I'm a childish cheater. I can't control myself. So now I'm angry at you. So I'm a childish? I'm a cheater? Wow.
Y'all see how they operate? They don't look at the big picture. They look at the small things of what you're saying to them. They don't look at the big stuff. Okay, and then they antagonize you and it gets thrown right back onto you. So you're being gaslit, manipulated, and all of that. So if any of these things are within your relationship, whether you're a male or female, okay, if this is reaching home, you are in a narcissistic abuse relationship. Okay. I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not any of that. I'm a survivor. But I can definitely recognize those flags, red flags, very quickly. It's very quickly, especially a domestic violence relationship. Like, listen, I could recognize that quick now. Okay. So that is just the whole goal. They throw it back onto you. They flip everything back onto you, like as if you did something to them. No, they act like they the victim. How y'all the victim?
Wow. Can't believe you saying all this stuff about me. You see how I just flipped that to make it seem like I'm the victim here now. You're name calling. Now you're trying to ostracize me. I know I did something wrong.
Here's how I got. So he knows that he did something wrong, but he still wants to flip it all right back onto you. That is crazy.
But now, look what you're doing. Now I'm the victim here. The more you explain yourself to a narcissist or toxic person, we know not everybody's a full-blown narcissist, right? The more you explain yourself to a narcissist or a toxic person, the more that they feel justified in what they do. The more that they can find a way to play the victim. Bully, how do we let them know that they hurt our feelings? How do I say this without just seeming crass?
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this, okay? When my narcissistic ex, it was a lot. We had good times, we had bad times, okay? The good may have outweighed the bad, but in all reality, that is not a type of relationship I could be in. I cannot be in a relationship with a clown shit circus show going on with Jezebels and just all types of stuff. Now, especially a person, when you first say you're gonna go get counseling, you're gonna get help, and then I put the order protection so no harassment, thinking that that's what you're gonna just go to do, but you don't go do that. In months and months still go down, and you don't go do that, and you still have this warrant, and you still lying about this warrant that you're saying that you was clearing and wasn't clearing, just to come to find out you were leaving out of town to go with multiple supplies in the cut to do whatever you wanted to go do. Okay, that is nobody else's fault but your own fault. This is why I say, ladies and gentlemen, you have to educate yourself. Start asking these people where they get their cars. Like you gotta go in. They can lie to you. Look at the registration. It's in a glove box. You shouldn't even have to go that hard. But if you see a whole nother name, you already know. You don't even gotta put your hands on them. You don't gotta do none of that. That's not how you get through to somebody, by putting your hands on somebody. Okay, if they can't communicate with you, conversate with you like a grown up, y'all both adults out here, then that's not your relationship for you. Okay, especially if they're not willing to change, and you should have to force them to do the changing, whether they're male or female. It shouldn't have to happen. I'm giving y'all a little bit of snippet of what's going on out here with mental illness and how he breaks it down. I'm already telling y'all. So I'm giving y'all from a narcissist point of view on how they operate out here in these streets. Okay, if we go back to all my other YouTube videos, I've come up here with all these videos of mental illness. Dr. Ramani. There's a lot of other people. Leon. There's a lot of other people that I do share about narcissistic personality disorders that does have them, and that brings awareness to it. And listen, I keep telling y'all, educate yourself. Educate yourself. I didn't start learning about these videos and stuff till like after I got fully out of the situation and started really educating myself on what's going on. Yes, and but like I said, everybody's situation is different. What I did was I can't tell you what to do in your situation because there's people that's actively in it, want to get out of it, came out of it, whatever. What I did was I started healing myself while I was actively in it. What the narcissist was doing, my narcissistic ex was doing, was giving me a lot of time to be alone while he was out in the street doing whatever he was doing. So while he's thinking that he's, I don't know, thinking that he's making everything work, he's all he's doing is pushing everything further because he's giving me more time to think. You're giving me more time to go to counseling, and you're giving me more time to educate myself and to still see what's going on around here in these streets. So once you gave me that time, once you kept failing, once you kept doing all that, and you're not going to therapy, there's no point. Once you show me you still got the supplies in the cut, there's no point. Once you keep getting caught up in your games, there's no point. When you can try to sit there and keep trying to take $3,000 from somebody's pocket and I stop that, there's no point. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Shireen World stopped $3,000 from coming from a whole nother female's pocket. Give myself a round of applause. Righty, let's give another round of applause. Yes, Shireen World did. Okay, you're not gonna be taking from people's mouth, pockets, kids, whatever. Because at the end, and then listen, the whole narcissist made the whole, person make them drop their order protection, and that's not allegedly. That is true. Okay, because the narcissist could brag about it. And so you made somebody drop their order protection, and then you tried to get $3,000 from them, and then here comes God, an angel like me, and I don't know what you was doing, but I guess I stopped it. I don't know. Right place, right time. Who knows? You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, y'all gotta pay attention to how they operate out here. So you were willing to do that just so you could pay your bills and do whatever you do, and then go splurge it on another supply. Okay, let me repeat that again. So you're gonna take that money, pay whatever you were gonna do, use it on other supply. Right, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, y'all stay safe out here. The whole goal is breaking that cycle. Keep your money in your pocket. Remove the supply. You can be the supply, and by you removing the supply from them, then you understand what's going on out here in these streets. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, welcome to Shireen's World. We are just getting started, and I hope everybody's having a blessed night. Don't let these narcissists get to you. I appreciate you all. And listen, y'all stay blessed out here in Binghamton. We coming, we out here.
You got a long way to go. Rock with me now.